back up. I had to get back up. Can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Bridgewater on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Off. Check 3.
Now Bridgewater. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He gets it to Thomas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Double dog. That's the way. Watch the run. Watch the run.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That's complete to John Ross. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matt Judon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Touchdown, Carolina. Lamar Jackson, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Bridgewater out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. These two teams all tied after one. First and 10, it's Jackson. This is caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for it after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Okay, ready, 57, Mike 57. Okay, just like that, just like that.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Go. Watch out. Check Mike 54, Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Bridgewater. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Second quarter. Two minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Bridgewater now. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. That one complete to Yeldon.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike's 5-4.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right there, 54.
First down, Bridgewater. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Open man is Samuel. Complete. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is fielded at the goal line. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Mike, 2. Watch 2. Watch 2.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints' 47-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. He can run for it, and he will. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. They'll run here on third and goal. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in, nowhere close. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check, ready. Hey, hold on. Check. Walk 54. That's it. Get that quarterback. And all coach. Mine's 50. Hands here. 54. Night, sweetheart.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And Thomas has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey, check. Watch out. Coach Moore, 54. Mike, 54.
From the 29, Bridgewater, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He was covered by Dante.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
54.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Bridgewater. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Bridgewater again. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times. In any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Check safety.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Matt Judon there to bring him down. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
You got 3 down. Eyes on 10. Eyes on 10. 2.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
This time Jackson will throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. A critical error there in a tight game with the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful. Got
to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
To throw, Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for the Saints. 57 yards. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Touchdown, and the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Crunch time, defense.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first carry for their fullback. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Come on now.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Let's go now. Let's go, D.
Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
So that one will be accepted. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson now. Throwing on 4th down. Completes it to Samuel. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.